Hi everyone. So I figured I would talk about, if you're an overthinker when it comes to when it comes to anything in your life, but specifically since my channel is focused on eating healthy, it's relating to food and how pure you really want to be. Because a lot of you guys out there, you follow all these other people too, especially if you're a health nut, you're following all these other raw foodies out there or health nuts out there too. And of course, everybody does video. At one point or another, they're gonna do a video on purity, on how purity, meaning like eating so pure that you actually hurt yourself even more. So I figured I'd talk about that because I know for me personally, Miss Staci here, guys, that I admit that for a while I have had a purity mindset like that when it comes to food, when it comes to your diet and eating healthy. But I did keep it under control though, because it can be a problem, but it can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. Because the good side of having that purity mindset is that you are so intense about keeping yourself as healthy as possible that your body will be healthy and you will take care of yourself no matter what, and you are just taking care of yourself, and you don't run into any problems really. But then the bad side of purity mindset is that sometimes we can be so consumed with it that it overtakes our life, that it can become very stressful, and then you can actually cause more health problems on yourself just by stressing yourself out over it. And when it consumes your life, I know the Bible talks about not making things an idol during this life on this planet. And making things an idol can be anything. And it seriously can be food. You can make food your idol. And when you're thinking of that, when you're thinking in that arena, some people can make it their idol, meaning like all they do is they just eat all the time and they gain all this weight and they just love junk food and they just eat like that can be an idol. But also, if you're looking on the opposite spectrum, on the opposite side, it can also be an idol by having that purity mindset, because being so consumed with it in your life, when it kind of overtakes most of the time in your day and your mind, your thought process all the time, it can become a big problem. And number one, you need to keep God first. I do believe in God. I do see myself as a Christian. I don't really classify myself as anything. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. But when you look at everything out there, I classify myself as a Christian. It's not religion. It's a relationship, I think. And so we definitely do not want to make anything an idol. And it can be very easy to make food our idol too. And that has always, I believe that's been the Holy Spirit kind of nudging me throughout the years since I have changed my health, and I've always been like a health nut really. But when I really dived into, found out about raw veganism a long time ago, and just over the years, I've had the Holy Spirit, what I know, nudging me like, hey, don't make this an idol in your life. You're making a purity mindset and food an idol in your life. And then, okay, you can just kind of have to rethink that, relax, relax, and put God first. And so, of course, if any of you guys have God, Jesus in your heart, you believe in everything, you know what I'm talking about, that nudging in your heart. And and then correcting yourself, having the Holy Spirit help correct you a little bit and kind of get back on track again, But I know, so back to the purity mindset stuff, I am someone where I am a deep thinker. So I don't know if you're like that or not, but I am a deep thinker. Like when it comes to food, I like to know what is the cause of this? Like if there's a health problem, or if I see somebody else who's having a health problem, like what is the root cause of that? And it can be many factors when you think about it. It can be many factors. I do know food is a bulk part of the factor, but there are other factors. Food is not just one major part or the whole major part. There's a lot of other things, but food is a big chunk of it. But a lot of it can also be external factors that we internalize also. And so this purity mindset, it can be a good thing, but it also can be a bad thing. So I know when it comes to our diet and eating healthy, it is good to know what is the root cause of what is going on, what you're feeling, what's going through. But you gotta definitely look at what you're eating, and then definitely look at what's happening in your life. What is happening externally in your life on a day-to-day basis, at work, when you're driving on the road, the people you have in your life, the friends you have, the interactions that you have, and all of that, the events that go on in your life and everything. So, but when it comes to food, I think it is very good to look at the deeper issues and keep educating yourself. But again, it's up to you to make those changes yourself if you want to do that. Like I said in another video, in the lifespan that you have, because you're only given so much time on this planet, and we don't know how much time that is. So I think it is very crucial that we definitely, like they say, live every day like it's your last. Like, of course, you can't do super extreme stuff every day. I mean, you gotta live your life, but like be happy every day. So what I'm trying to get at is be happy every day. Don't let stress get to you. Don't let external things get to you, because that only hurts you, your health too. But like this, I'm trying to keep myself from going off on another topic. It's really easy for me to do that. So the purity mindset stuff, it's just, there's a balance. I think it's really important to always have a balance in everything in your life, and definitely when it comes to food also. But to avoid that purity mindset, it's like, just do the best that you can and leave it at that. God's got the rest taken care of. So we can only do what we can. There's only so much strength and energy that we have in a day, and we got to do the best that we can with the knowledge that we have in that moment on that day, and we can't beat ourselves up over things that we find out, like, why the heck was I doing that? Well, don't beat yourself up. You did what you could in the moment at that time, because you had a certain amount of knowledge and thought process at that time, and that was the decision that you made. So, and of course, always later down the road, we get wiser as more time goes by, because we learn more through our experiences and gaining more knowledge and everything, and we become wiser. But we can't beat ourselves up from the past that we have lived and then take that stress on in the present moment. So, but like also what I wanted to also talk about was like, just being a deep thinker. If you're like Miss Stace here, I'm a deep thinker, and sometimes that can get away from me pretty quickly, and I have to pull myself back. So that is a part of health too, because I know I have gone through times where I have stressed myself out so much because of that I'm like, holy crap, I have to step back. Hey now, just stop. Just stop, take a rest, don't stress, everything is okay. And so that's the type of person I am. I don't know if you're like that. Some people are just like little free birds where they're just, don't get around, and everything's just, just fine, hunky-dory, and nothing bothers them. And then there's people, or they're just like ingrained in everything, wanting to make sure, am I doing this right? What am I doing wrong? Blah, blah. So there's all different types of people. God made all different types of people on this planet. I'm just one of those people where I do feel like I'm a free bird, like, whatever. But then I also am one of those people like, okay, let's think about this. Let's get down to the cause. Let's figure this out. Let's do this properly, you know. So that's kind of a form of health that is important to tackle too. So then of course it doesn't, once you've tackled it in one day, doesn't mean it's all over. It's going to come up, either it could happen the next day or it can happen the next week. It's just, it'll come back to you in your life. That's the facts of a sinful life that we are living right now. And, but it's a daily struggle and battle. But when you have God, when you have the Lord, it's not a hard battle. You let God, you let Jesus fight your battles for you. You do the best that you can. Okay, guys, so you can certainly leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I love listening to everybody's thoughts and opinions and perspectives. And just remember to put a big old smile on your face today. I hope I did that for you guys. Take care of yourself the best that you can. And remember, do not stress about anything. Live a happy life. Live the life that you want to live. Enjoy the life that you have, the lifespan that you have. Don't stress about your food. Do the best that you can. Okay? Stay by the people that make you happy, that point you in the right direction, and most definitely stay close to God. Always put Him first. Okay, guys? So I will see you guys next video, okay? Bye, guys.